Journey Through Parenthood with Martina Bills.
Brought to you by Southern Ohio Medical Center. Very good things are happening here.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. I'm Martina Bills. Thanks for joining us here on Journey Through Parenthood on the WSAZ Now desk. Well, we are leading into Father's Day weekend. I know it's a time of year to celebrate all the dads and men in our life. Even if they're not dads, it's still nice to give them some credit for all the work that they do for families and friends. And we are talking about men's health. It's actually International Men's Health Awareness Week. And we're talking to Dr. Stephen Woolams at SOMC about how men really could take charge of their health to make sure everyone in their family stays healthy.
Men often try to take care of other people. They take care of their job, but they have to learn that the number one person that determines their longevity is themselves. And so making good decisions every day about their health and their longevity is what we need to start doing as guys. And I'm a guy, and I went through this back when I was 44. I was making bad choices, and I had to decide I am the determiner of my future.
Mm-hmm. And I know that, same as women's health, as a urologist, you were talking about how sometimes it's hard to get a man to actually make the appointment and get to a doctor. Talk about how important it is to actually make that call and get that appointment.
I think it's extremely important. Guys need to realize that there are certain things that we can screen for that will prevent us from having a shortened life, like prostate cancer, number one cancer in men, the number two cause of cancer death. Testicular cancer, it happens, and it happens a significant amount in men in the 15 to 40 year age group people. But colon cancer screening, guys just need to acknowledge that if you find something early, you're more likely to have an early cure. So early detection leads to early cure. So you just need to think about prostate cancer. You need to think about blood pressure screening. You need to think about what your fat percentage is. You got to just have a lower body percent fat, and just get out there and start taking care of yourself.
What about dietary and health? Because I know that it's easy to gear away from eating healthy when you're busy. Everyone's busy these days. Talk about how dietary health is so important for men and women, but this week especially men.
I think diet is very important, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to eat healthy. You just need to make sure that you avoid processed foods. You can do diet planning, you can do food prep, but processed foods, sugar, a lot of sugar in your diet actually leads to cardiovascular disease. So a clean protein, low carb, moderate fat diet is the way you need to go. And you can actually eat for dollars on the day if you just plan it properly. And it goes back to owning your day, owning your life. If you own what you're eating on a regular basis, then you're more likely to be healthy.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Woolams, talk a little bit about for Men's Health Week. You were talking about dietary needs, but that also comes into being healthy overall with working out. And where do you begin to even kind of guide someone in trying to get healthiness overall when it comes to the gym or physical activity?
So in our office, we talk about the pillars of health. The pillars of health are proper diet, proper exercise. Men come to my office a lot of time, they want testosterone, but testosterone is simply the air filter. You have to have good fuel, and the engine has to be working properly. So when you work, you get tired. When you work out, you get in shape. And so you can work out as little as 15 minutes a day. When you get up in the morning, if you do something constructive, you're more likely to make good decisions for the rest of the day. I read a book recently called Make Your Bed. Well, how can I make use of that here? If you get up in the morning and you do push-ups or set-ups, you do something constructive, if you make your bed in the terms of this book, then you're more likely to make better decisions the rest of the day in terms of health. However, you're also going to get healthier in the process. And the number one predictor of all-cause mortality is how strong you are. If you can't pick up your bones, if you can't move your bones from one part to another, then you're just going to lay there. So strength training 3 days a week, exercise 210 minutes per week, those are the recommendations that we recommend here at SOMC Urology.
Okay, Dr. Williams, is there anything else you want to, make a point of during Men's Health Week? Because I know that take control of your life for everyone. You're not just taking control of your life when you're making those decisions. It actually benefits everyone in your life when you do it for yourself.
This is very important. Stress management is very important for men because sometimes we don't deal with it properly. And if we don't deal with stress properly, then we have the consequences. I don't know if you realize, but suicide in men age 55 is going up exponentially, and it's done so for the last several years. And a lot of that is related to the fact that men are not handling stress well. One of the great ways to deal with stress is doing exercise. It's almost as good as antidepressants. Sometimes people say it's better. But managing your stress, getting proper sleep, you will be more healthy in the process. So that's what I'd recommend. The pillars of health: good diet, proper exercise, stress management. Get out in the sun. Sun doesn't kill you. Sun actually protects you, but overexposure to the sun is what causes problems. And then getting good sleep. You've got to get sleep because that's where you revive yourself.
So Dr. Stephen Woolhams, a urologist with SOMC, really talking about overall health. We're talking about International Men's Health Week leading into Father's Day weekend. And oftentimes people struggle with making those first appointments, calling the doctor, setting up the appointment and getting to that appointment, and then following those doctor's orders. And what Dr. Woolhams is really trying to stress for men this time of year is overall health, whether it's stress management, eating healthy, exercising, and making sure your overall health from a doctor's standpoint is on point, really helps keep someone healthy overall for everyone in the family. And that stress management and good sleep go hand in hand, drinking enough water. It's something Dr. Stephen Woolhams says, if you don't exercise, just start 15 minutes a day. You could take your dog around the block for a walk, and that could really kickstart something more as you build with that. But eating healthy and really taking control of your own health is going to benefit you in the long run. So we always love to hear from Dr. Stephen Woolhams at SOMC. We spoke to him about women's health last month here on Journey Through Parenthood, and we wanted to touch base with him about men's health again this month. And it's just important to take care of yourself, and it really goes little changes go a long way in the grand scheme of things. Well, here on Journey Through Parenthood, you can always reach out to me on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can also find me on our website, WSAZ.com. If you want to reach out to me, you can click on the three little bars on the left-hand column of WSAZ.com and then click on the Journey Through Parenthood tab. And on the right-hand column of the screen, you will find a submit form. You can send story ideas, and I get them here in my inbox at the station. And you can also take a look at all the past Journey Through Parenthood segments that we've produced here on the WSAZ Now Desk. And Journey Through Parenthood airs every Monday and Wednesday at 10 o'clock. And for now, we hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you back here next week.